These posters of Singapore's most wanted man are a familiar sight to Singaporeans, although it may have faded into recent memory. But the country's security forces have not forgotten or let up in their search of JI leader Mas Selamat.
And just as we had found him the last time, even when he thought himself safe from hiding among JI friends outside Singapore, so we will eventually, again, track him down, arrest him and detain him.
On 27th February last year, Mas Selamat escaped from the Whitley Road Detention Centre. The terrorist leader had asked to use the toilet before a scheduled family visit. His guards lost sight of him when he closed the door. He then escaped through an unsecured toilet window. The daring escape triggered the biggest manhunt in Singapore's history and an unprecedented 1 million Sing dollar or almost $680,000 bounty for his capture. After months of searching, there was still no sight of him. Still, the authorities were determined to capture him.
After searching the whole of Singapore and after searching every lead and every possible haunt that he may be found, we will have to find a way to find him through other means.
Mas Selamat had first fled Singapore in 2001, following the first round of arrests of Singapore JI members. He was involved in plans to mount attacks against foreign and local establishments in Singapore, including the US Embassy. Investigations also revealed he was the mastermind behind a plan to hijack an airplane and crash it into Changi Airport. Mas Selamat was arrested in Indonesia in 2006 and brought back to Singapore. He was held under the Internal Security Act, under which persons deemed a security threat can be detained without charge until he escaped last February. Sabrina Chua, Channel News Asia, Singapore.
And for much more on the capture of Mas Selamat, joining me on the line right now is Nur Huda Ismail, a security analyst based in Indonesia. Thanks for joining us. Now, you've done extensive fieldwork on the Jemaah Islamiyah in Indonesia. What impact will this arrest have on the JI organization?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is we have to know that the arrest is further damage the JI network and also cripple its military capability to launch any major attack in the regions. However, one must understand that he managed to escape for a year. It suggests and underscores that the ideology of the group is still out there. They believe that protecting Mas Selamat Kasari is their duty, and then they consider Mas Selamat Kasari as an Islamic fighter. So the real challenge will be actually to challenge their ideology.
Well, here's the thing. Mas Selamat has been on the run for more than a year. How do you think he managed that?
Yeah, he managed the year using the JE network, such as family connection, friendship, and those people who share the same ideology. That ideology can be established either through military trainings or sharing the same school or participate in any major meetings to carry such attacks. So that's personal bond that make Mas Selamat Kasari can get access to hide and get sanctuaries.
There's also a lot of sharing done in terms of information between Singapore and Malaysia. How do regional intelligence officers work with one another?
Yeah, I think they have been doing great, but they need to, again, to push and to enhance further cooperation among themselves. Because this network, this jihadist, is an international and transnational organization that they operate not only one country, but also different countries.
What do you think governments in the region can do to control, if not wipe out, terrorist organizations there?
I think the regional government already managed to crush and to cripple the existing network. Again, like hundreds of jihadists has been arrested by regional government. However, things that we need to improve, especially for the Singapore, is to how for reform in the security system inside the prisons, and also how to handle JE detainee inside the jail, because it's clear that some of them managed to get recruited inside the jails and get sympathy among even the correction officers themselves.
Good speaking with you. That was Nur Huda Ismail, a security analyst based in Indonesia. Well, Mas Selamat is said to be the leader of the Singapore cell of the militant group Jemaah Islamiyah. The underground group based in Indonesia is linked to multinational terror group, the Al-Qaeda. Let's take a look now at Mas Selamat's role in JI and the alleged role played by the group in the Bali bombings of 2002 and 2005.
Mas Selamat Kastari, an Indonesian-born Singaporean, is believed to be involved with Jemaah Islamiyah since the 1990s. He took over as head of Singapore's JI splinter cell in 1999. The group has been blamed for the bombing on the Indonesian island of Bali in 2002 and 2005. The attacks left at least 220 people dead. The Jemaah Islamiyah has been loosely termed as Al-Qaeda's Southeast Asia affiliate. Police and foreign governments say Al-Qaeda funded the 2002 Bali and other bombings. That links the multinational group to Jemaah Islamiyah's senior leaders. One of them is Nordin Muhammad Top. He's still on the run after narrowly escaped a police dawn raid in 2006. Police believe Nordin Top was one of the masterminds behind the 2002 bombings. Mas Selamat is said to have close ties with Nordin and other senior JI leaders.
Well, earlier we spoke with Professor Rohan Gunaratna. He's the head of the International Center for Political Violence and Terrorism Research at Singapore's Nanyang Technological University. Professor Rohan explains how Mas Selamat's arrest will impact the Jemaah Islamiyah network.
It is a very significant blow to the JI network because JI is trying to revive, JI is trying to make a comeback, and Mas Selamat is a key icon of the Jemaah Islamiyah organization. He's one of the most dangerous terrorists in this region. His arrest is a major setback to the JI organization.